So today what I'm going to show you is the requested McDougall Asian dressing that I use. And I've been using this dressing for years and years now. And I've kind of tweaked it and modified it a little bit, but I will put the original recipe below so you can get the original one if you want. So I'm going to walk you through the ingredients. They're very simple and easy, and you can not put some of these ingredients in, or you can add more, whatever you want. So the first thing you're going to want is ginger, and I use about a tablespoon of ginger. And if you're not a ginger fan, you don't need to use this. I have done this with and without ginger. So you're going to put that in a mason jar. I use a mason jar because you're going to need an immersion blender, and this immersion blender fits perfectly in here. If you don't have an immersion blender, you can just chop your ginger up really small and just shake it really hard. So you don't really need an immersion blender. Okay, so we've got our ginger in here. You're going to need about a teaspoon of onion powder, and I just eyeball it. Teaspoon of garlic powder. Right there. You're going to need half a cup of water. Then we're going to do our soy sauce, and it says 3 tablespoons of soy sauce, so I eyeball it. You're going to add some sriracha, and this is totally optional, but we all know McDougall likes his sriracha, and so I add just literally maybe half a teaspoon of sriracha in there. And then sweet red chili sauce. I'm going to add this. And I think the original recipe called for chili flakes, but I didn't have chili flakes, and I put about 2 heaping tablespoons of that in there. And then agave. If you don't have agave, you can use sugar, and I use about a tablespoon of agave. And lastly, you're going to use some xanthum gum. And if you don't know what that is, it comes in a packet, Bob's Red Mill bag, and it's used to thicken up your sauces, kind of like cornstarch. Now you can also use this dressing for a stir fry. And instead of the xanthum gum, you can add cornstarch in it or arrowroot powder. And then you just mix it up. That is it. Sweet. Okay, so I'm serving my McDougall sauce with all my steamed veggies. And I just have a plate of brown short grain rice and steamed vegetables, and I just put a little bit on top, and that's dinner. Thanks for watching.